know your love's cooking like a clock in, you let me vent.
My name Kevin Day.
Just let me vent.
Let me vent. I guess I got trust issues, but it comes from, I guess, back, like a long time back. I started at Jackson State. I was on the drum line, played snare drum, and I was a little skinny guy, shirt hanging all off of me. I was popular. I wasn't lame or nothing. I was popular, but I wasn't really popular with the ladies. Like, they liked me, but they never approached me and said anything. So I just did my thing. So did drum line for 2 years. Then I finally made drum major at Jackson State. That's like a huge position at Jackson State. That's like the quarterback of a team at another like school. That's like the big man on campus. So I finally made drum major, and then all of a sudden, little chicks start coming, talking to me, trying to holler. My first year, I'm not gonna lie, I took it, I loved it. I didn't get that experience before, so I kind of enjoyed that experience. So then the next year I made head drum major. That's the top man. More and more came. So that year I think it hit me, it was like, man, these girls don't really like me. They like my title. They don't like me because I'm the same K-Day that was playing snare with my shirt hanging all off me because it was too big. So then I think that's where my trust issues started, because I started looking at females like it was a game. Like they wanted to play games with me. So I started playing games back with them. I'm like, I'm just gonna reciprocate what you doing. So I think that's where my trust issues started. And back then I was like, man, I ain't never getting married. I don't believe in marriage because girls ain't nothing but games. They just playing games. But I didn't even think about like my mom, my dad, they've been married for like over 30 years. But I used to think that's like the old time marriage, like old time love. They don't have it no more. There's all this new love, they just want a title, but they really don't want to fulfill the requirements that it takes to actually be that title. So back then I was like, man, I'm never getting married. Never getting married. At all. I didn't believe it at all. So I stayed like single for a long time. Long time. I have like a quote unquote girlfriend for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm done with that. Too many games, too much drama. And then I started saying, man, girls all the same. Every girl the same. Because every girl I talk to, they always have the same problem. Exact same problem. So it took me, I was like, okay, something hit me in my head. I talked to my dad about it. And he was like, well, maybe you ever thought it's you that's giving that problem? I'm like, nah, it ain't me, I'm perfect. Nah, it ain't me, it's them girls. He was like, nah, if you having the same exact problem every single time with a girl, then it's not the girl you picking, it's you. It's you. So I had to sit down and think about like what I was doing wrong. And I was doing a lot wrong. Like I'm very stubborn. I'm a Taurus, so I'm very stubborn. I want stuff done the way I want to do it, when I want it done, how I want it done, now. So that was my biggest downfall. So finally moved to Houston. Moved out of Jackson because I felt like Jackson, Mississippi, it almost felt like a trap almost to me. It's a small town, real small. Everybody knows everybody there, so it felt like a trap. Like I wasn't going nowhere. I was just always there. See the same people, they're doing the same thing. You either going outside, you either going to the club, or you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. So I just up and left, moved to Houston. Started being an audio engineer for a traveling production company. I went on the road, started doing tours with several big name artists. I loved it, but I got tired of living out of suitcases. Like every week I'm gone. I would have an apartment here, paying rent, paying car insurance, car note, and I'm never here to enjoy it because I'm always on the road. I got a job here at a higher corporation, oil and gas, and It was a more stable job. So I started meeting more people like me that I can mingle with. And all of a sudden, I'm on Twitter, you know, just checking my timeline. I saw a chick that went to school with me, and I'm like, dang, she stayed in Houston. A little light bulb popped up in my head. I was like, my thirst started activating. So I don't know what it was. She tweeted something one day. You know us men, I slid in her DM real quick. And she kind of threw me out to the side, And there again, I was like, man, I don't trust girls. She playing with me. So then she finally hit me up one day. Was like, hey, you want to come to my party in my apartment? I was like, cool. Then I was like, let me play a game real quick. Oh, can I bring one of my girls that I'm cool with? You know, can I bring somebody? She's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, ain't nothing like that. So, time to go to the party. The girl I was supposed to bring, she stood me up. She started talking about she had to wash her hair or something. I don't know. The same trick, you know, the same little joke. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna go solo dolo. So I went to the party, real cool. All of a sudden, like, I never talked to anybody about this. She just pulled me out to the side and was like, hey, didn't you want to be a Kappa? Look around, I'm like, girl, don't say that. Say that out loud, like, shh, be quiet. She was like, oh, I got a friend that I work with, and they about to have a line. I'm gonna give you his information. Man, that was a blessing from God right there. I got online like within a week because they were just about to start the process, and man, I didn't go to anything but the interest meeting. I didn't go to any meet and greets because I was late. So I got online, crossed Kappa. That was the best decision in my life. So me and the chick that I slid in DMs, we went to Jackson State together. We just kept being cool. Kept being cool. Some grew from it, and I can see myself changing while I'm talking to her. Even my boss like, man, K-Day, you changing, bro. Like, you ain't the same. Cause I used to be honest, I used to think all girls play games. All of them. I had it in my mind, embedded in my mind that all girls play games, so I'm just gonna do me. So, something about this chick that did it for me, like that made me change my mind about how I felt about girls. Well, about this particular girl. I still feel some girls play games, but this girl felt like a woman to me. She didn't feel like a little girl. She felt like a woman. So everything started feeling out good and started working. We started talking, going with each other. That was my girlfriend. And man, I had to turn in my player card. Like, I had to hang my jacket up in the rafters because I didn't want to talk to nobody else. I didn't want to go out. I just wanted to chill with her. And I'm like, man, this ain't K-Day. Like, this ain't me, man. Like, I'm used to not really having feelings for girls. Just whatever. I see them, they look nice, and then whatever. This girl, man, I would have fun with her. I could talk to her. I trusted her. That was the main thing. Trusted her. So we end up getting married. Like, married. The dude that said he'll never get married got married. And that was like the best decision of my life. I mean, a lot of people were like, man, I didn't think K-Day was gonna get married, but he found the one. Like, I can really tell that's the one because that man don't even act like how he used to act back in Jackson. My dad is a preacher. I'm a PK. So back in Jackson, it was church felt like church. It felt like if I go to church, I don't have no worries. I'm there to have church. Then when I moved to Houston, it didn't feel the same no more. Church felt like a business almost, like a corporation. I didn't feel that genuine connection that this is church. It really just felt like I went to a business on Sunday. And then all of a sudden, it started feeling like I was paying for that service every Sunday. Like, offering didn't feel like, okay, I'm offering something to God because I want to do it. It felt like somebody on my neck telling me, you need to pay this, you need to pay this for this church, you need to pay this for this church. And I stopped, to be honest, I started not trusting churches here because it didn't feel genuine. But one church I went to, and I'm currently there now, I can actually say I feel the genuine church feel. Church feel. Every church has their downfall, but I feel the actual church feel like back home. It was a church I went to when I first moved here. Not saying any names, but every time a preacher came in, every time, he up here telling me, God told me to tell you that if you sow a $50 seed right now, your life gonna change in 24 hours. One time I actually did it. I was like, man, I need this miracle. I was down on my luck. I got laid off of my job one time. I didn't have nothing. So I was like, man, God, I need you to work this miracle. So I paid that $50. That was like literally my last $50. I had like $2.50 in my pocket after that. Like, I didn't have no job. A week later, lights cut off, car note due. They calling my phone. I put them on block list. They still call from another number. I gotta save them in my phone as don't call, don't answer. So I started not trusting God after that. I'm like, God, that man told me if I pay this money, my blessing coming. And it ain't coming. So me as a PK, I started like, man, forget all that mess, man. They just talking. Back home, when I did something, it happened. Now when I'm out here on my own in Houston, this man tell me to pay this money and God gonna give me a blessing. It don't happen. I started going to church. I wouldn't even listen to the word. I was just going just because my mom and my daddy raised me to go to church every Sunday. It was just automatic. Sunday, get up, go to church. Get fresh, get clean, go to church. So I think when it hit me one time, this guy came to church and he stood my sister up one time. My sister used to be a minister of music at several churches out here. And he stood her up. He said, young lady, stand up. And I'm like, oh, he about to tell on my sister. My sister did something. He said, young lady, your name start with an M, don't it? I'm like, when is this man? No. She like, no, my name start with a K. Because all our names start with K's. Every last one of my siblings start with a K. Our initials K and D. So as soon as he said your name start with M, there go that trust. Man, this man about to lie. So she was like, nah, my name don't start with no M, start with a K. He was like, no, minister, you a minister. He tried to clean it up. Yeah, you a minister, that's what I'm talking about, minister. And she was like, well, if you call a minister of music, then yeah, I guess so. I guess his ego got a little bruise or something. So he was like, sit down, I'm gonna come back to you. So as soon as that happened, I was like, man, these people playing in church, bro. Like, I was ready to go. I was ready to go. These people playing in church. So he came back to her. Stand up, stand up. K, I remember it now. K, your name started with K. I told you that like 10 minutes ago. He was like, God gonna bless you. You got student loans. And God told me if you run around this church right now, all your student loans gonna be paid tonight. My sister, she ain't do it. I was wondering, I was like, why she being like rebellious or whatever. She ain't do it, she just kind of sat down. Come to find out, she knew about that pastor. Like, she knew that's his scheme. That's what he do. He kind of fish around and see who he can call out in the audience, in the congregation, and kind of prey on the vulnerable. There's a lot of people that believe this stuff. I mean, I'm not knocking people who give those sacrificial offerings, but some of these preachers, I lost a lot of trust in them because they doing it for the wrong reason. Like they doing it for the wrong reason. When I was with the audio production company, we did a lot of shows with major gospel artists and preachers. They have a list called a rider, and that's basically what I need. What I need from you in order for me to perform this service. They needed $15,000 before they even come to the venue. They needed a certain type of mics and all that. Then when I looked at the bottom of the rider, he needs 50% of the offering that's that's taken up during the service, and then he needs to get paid his amount that he has aside that he gets paid. So I'm like, this man get 50% of what they give him. Now these people paid to get in here. They not coming to church. They paid for tickets to come in here. So me knowing that he gets 50% of the offering, I said in my head, I was like, watch he come up here and say something about God told me to tell you to give a sacrificial offering and all that. So we going through church, I'm doing the sound, going through the service, didn't do it. So he got that hoop. He started going in. He had the crowd ready. They go, oh, Pastor, yeah. And he hit that up. He hit it. My God. Oh, it just hit me. Something hit me. God just put it in my spirit right now. Officers, go pull all the buckets out. God told me I need 500 people right now. Like, we were in the stadium, so 500 people ain't nothing. That wanna get their life changed tonight at 12 p.m. That's the morning, but he said tonight. I need you guys to give $150 right now, cause God told me to tell you, your life is gonna turn around. And if your life turn around, that means you going right back the same way. If you turn to 360, you right at the same spot. I want to turn to 180. I want to be the opposite. If I'm bad, I don't want to turn around and go back the bad way. And man, that made me lose trust again. That was my trust issues, because I started not trusting churches. Because I'm like, man, these people up here playing with God, man, I don't like that. But I met a good pastor now. And I can truly, honestly say, I've never seen him do that. Now, we might have people come in and do that, and he'll stop them. He'll be like, nah, don't do that. Nah, don't do that. But I've never seen him do it. And that's why I like this church. I'm actually staying and rooted at this church, because I can see my trust issues, my trust wall breaking down. Because normally when I go to churches, I don't trust nobody. I get in, do what I gotta do, praise God, and I go home. I'm done. I'm just people don't really believe it. I'm a quiet person. They think I'm just a jokester. I just like to have fun. But I'm a very reserved person when it comes to like audiences. Like I kind of got out of my shell when I was drum major, because we were performing in front of thousands of people. We doing some crazy acrobatic stuff, some stuff I didn't think I could go to church the next day, because I did some stuff on the field I didn't think was right. But that's how black college drum majors are. We're showmen. So I kind of got out of my shyness when I was drum major, so they helped me out. But yeah, that ties into my trust issues, because sometimes I just feel like church isn't church anymore. Church is a business. Now, as a PK, I understand we got to keep our lights on. Like, the word of God is free, but these lights ain't. So we gotta pay some stuff. And like all the old churches back in Mississippi, they used to have a building fund. We used to always have a building fund, but we never building nothing. Like, we always in the same raggedy building, like raggedy church. It took me to grow up and realize it's not a building fund that we about to build another sanctuary. Yeah, eventually it's gonna happen, but this is a building fund to keep the building running that we're in, like running the lights. You gonna be mad if you come to church and you ain't got no sound. The praise and worship leader gonna be mad if he can't hear himself do a run, but you don't want to give your tithes and offering or put to the building fund. So that's why they put the building fund. But now it's like people not straight up with it. Like, I know for a fact, my dad he couldn't even like cash his check for like 2 months, because the bills of the church need to get paid. And he was like, look, I'm just gonna use my money. Offering is not up, people not giving, so I'm gonna get y'all paid, the people that work in the church, the musicians and the sound guys, but I'm just gonna use my check to either pay the bills, or I'm just not gonna cash it. And back then I used to be mad, because I was only getting paid $90 a month to do sound. I'm like, man, I'm getting paid $90, man, what's this? But now I look at it like, man, that's a blessing. He didn't even have to give me that, because sometimes we got this huge church, and he can't even get paid. He got a family to support. I ain't got nobody to support. I was in college. She broke down that barrier of my trust issues. When we first started, yeah, we had trust issues. I was like, if I slid in her DMs, I know somebody else sliding in them DMs. So now I actually trust her, like, and she trusts me. So you gotta have that trust to make a relationship work. Because if you don't trust somebody, man, you're gonna be walking around here thinking everything. Oh, wait, where you get that fragrance from? Who you smelling good for? Where you get that dress from? That dress a little bit too short to be going to church. But you gotta have trust. So I think she deals with it well. The people that I grew up with, they come to me like I'm Dr. Phil now. Like I'm the doctor to give you all the right prescriptions. They asking me, man, how marriage feel? Like the same guys that were talking about they never get married, they come to me now like, man, Kevin, it's this girl. We've been talking for a minute. When did you know it was right? So I just tell them, man, take your time. A lot of people like rushing into marriage just to have that title. And then they get married and 3 months later, they fighting, they arguing, they all on Twitter and Instagram talking about people. Man, nah, you don't rush it. I tell them all the time, don't rush it. You know when it's right. I can't tell you when it's right for you. You know when it's right. You just got that feeling and you change. And when people start seeing you change, you know that you've changed. I can say I changed all day and people like, man, you the same okay day. Nah, you ain't changed. But when I start seeing my best friends that knew me in my baddest times, they like, man, Kevin, bro, what that girl done to you? Like you, man, you like an angel right now, man. You all white, you in all white. So I think, yeah, they come to me now for I wouldn't say marriage advice, but just world advice. They ask me about everything. I don't even know what the first step was for me that fixed my trust issues. Because sometimes it's kind of hard to believe in people because everything is for show now. There's a lot of people that's not genuine. A lot of people that say they care for you, they know your issues. So all these people that, oh bro, we care for you and we do this and do that. No, some of that stuff is just for show, to show that, oh, I'm associated with him, I'm affiliated with him. So if someone came up to me and said, how do you deal with trust issues? I really couldn't give them a straightforward answer because that's on you to kind of find that middle ground between your trust issue bearer and actually believing people. Because it's hard for me to believe people now. Like, your actions speak way louder than words. Like, people tell me everything, but if you're not doing it, you just wasted. You just wasted some of my ear power listening to you. I could have been listening to something very important, but you just told me that mess. You not doing it. So I would tell them, I would tell them, you have to find that middle ground between trusting somebody and believing somebody and not getting played. Getting played, trust issues, and believing. You got to find where they balance out at. Everybody back in my dad's church, oh look Calvin, they can't say Kevin. Oh look Calvin, he gonna be a preacher. I see him, look at little preacher up there. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I would never be a preacher. I can't say I don't choose that as my profession because you don't choose that. God chooses it for you. I don't want to be like certain preachers that say God called them and they just up there really just want to hoop and holler. God didn't call you. That was Bravo or WeTV. You was watching Preachers of LA last night. That's who called you. God didn't call you. But I'm not going to answer that because I don't know. God ain't done with me yet. So I don't know. Whatever God has planned for me.
I got this black rose just for you. Sincere. Thinking about my past girl. Past girl got me thinking about my last girl. Last girl got me lost off in the past. But a girl with a future curve, a nigga with a password. I'm so over the past, girl. So where you been? Where you been, huh? You know I need you more than ever, just a vent, huh? And lately I've been getting so bent, so.
that 1 second, we stopped at a four-way. For that 1 second, it's like the earth stopped but us. And I told him to speed off. I told my partner to speed off. And he sped off. The truck behind us, they didn't even stop at the stoplight, at the stop sign. They kept coming. They got on the side of us. And all I heard was, my life stopped for a quick second.
Never just a vent, huh? And lately I've been getting so bent. You know your love is kryptonite like Clark Kent, huh? You let me vent.